Hey everyone, I'm Katie. Long time no see, and you can see why. I've been kind of in baby world for a while. This little guy's about 2 months now. Someone's getting sleepy. So I wanted to show you something today that I tell my friends about, and I bet they're wondering how on earth can this possibly be true? When I see an item with a stain on it, I will share with them I can get stains out of pretty much anything. Having a co-star is not easy. And this totally was not the case at all for my entire life. I used to be so frustrated with stains, especially when I was newly married and laundry all fell on me. How do I get this done? So I didn't have this in my life until about 6 years ago, and ever since then I've latched on with both hands because it's been so easy to have a laundry system that works so well for us. And we use cloth diapers. Something that works well with that is hard to come by. Not only that, we're a military family, so it has got to be cheap. I mean, not cheap as in not good, but inexpensive. It's got to be budget friendly, big time, for this to work out. So budget friendly, works really, really well, non-toxic, and yeah, so pretty much it's guaranteed to work or your money back. You're happy or your money back. There are a lot of infomercials and there are a lot of ads all over the place for new things that you can try, and sometimes I'll be interested in some of those, and other times I think to myself, this is gonna be a fly-by-night thing, here today, gone tomorrow. I want something that has been around for a long time that I know the company will actually stand by their guarantee. They're not just gonna disappear. I'm gonna show you my stain removing secret today. And to show you how this works, I decided to pick out the toughest thing I could. Okay, so we want a light colored item, and we want something that's been stained with some mystery stain and has gone through the dryer. Yes, gone through the dryer. And we all know that when something goes through the dryer, that is the kiss of death. So here we go. I got this used. So you go to a resale place or something like that for moms. A little baby onesie here. And it's super cute because it's got rockets on it, and we do a space theme for a lot of our clothes. Mama's right here. You go to sleep, okay? And can you see that stain? Look at that. Oh, is it focusing on it? Yeah, look at that stain right there. I'm not sure what that is. So the first thing I did is about an hour ago, I took my Get Clean laundry, and I always use the liquid, and the reason why I use the liquid is it's easier for me. I don't have residue anywhere, and I can use it as a pre-treater. So this is Get Clean by Shaklee, and I put it in this little bottle with a pre-treater tip, and I just pre-treat the area I want to do. So that was done about an hour ago. Now for my secret step. We're going to be using Get Clean's Nature Bright. And if you've seen the commercials, what am I saying? Everybody's seen the commercials for OxiClean. If you've seen the commercials for OxiClean, they claim that they're non-toxic. You research it, they're not. I'm sorry, they're not. This is, okay? So we're going to be using the Nature Bright by Get Clean and putting it in a pot, your choice of size. Sometimes I'll usually do a really big batch of this and put a lot of my kids' socks in here because I don't know what they do with their socks, but they're always stained. So I'm going to put water in here enough to cover the laundry that I'm going to do, and I'm going to boil the water. And I'll get back at you when I do. Oh guys, he's sleeping. Okay, so here's what I do. Once you got your water boiling, take the Nature Bright and put in just a bit. You can see it bubbling right away. We've got that oxygen action. So I put in probably a teaspoon, maybe less, in that much water, and I've got almost 2 inches of water in there. And then in it goes. So I need to find my tongs. I usually have those. I'm just gonna push that down in there. And then I'll put a lid on it. Not the lid for the pot, but that works. All right, so now it's in the pot. I'm gonna let it set, and depending on the article of clothing that you're putting in there will depend how long you let it set and if you put it in right away when it's boiling water. Because if you have something that is not color fast, you need to be careful with it. So always spot test items of clothing and see if the color is going to be bleached out, because if it's not a very good color set that the manufacturer did, it's going to treat it like a stain and try to pull it out, and you don't want that to happen. So always check your items of clothing first and maybe put it in when the water cools down for a little while. Now this can set as long as you want. Otherwise, I mean, it's not going to go nasty on you and smell bad. So if you have a really busy schedule and you want to throw this in first thing in the morning and not have to deal with it until you come home that night, or maybe you forget about it then and don't deal with it for a couple of days, it's not going to get nasty on you like a lot of other products will. And you go into your washer, say you want to just dump it in your washer, and it smells moldy the next day. That's not going to happen with this. It seems to keep away mold really nicely, so yay for that. So I'm gonna let that sit in there for about an hour, maybe. We'll see. I've got company coming over, and then we'll check on it and throw it into the wash, and hopefully it comes out great. I'm not worried about any color coming out with this one because obviously it's a white item. I think it's white. It looked awfully dingy. We'll see how it comes out, and I'll take a side-by-side picture. All right, everyone, moment of truth time. Here is our article of clothing. And let's zoom in. I'll show you the results. Absolutely beautiful. And you can see the color difference even. It's no longer that dingy color that I wasn't sure, is it supposed to be gray or is it white? It's up here against my white tile and it's looking so good. I'm super happy he's gonna have another outfit to add to his collection for 6 months, and this is the typical result that I get, even with white, even with things that have gone through the dryer and I don't know what on earth the stain was originally. So every now and then there's something I have to run through more than once, but this is the typical result. Come on, I know you're impressed because I was completely blown away that this worked so well. And it's not often that I have to do this, because usually I pre-treat something, put it in the laundry, and it's not like I have to do something like this that often, maybe once every month, every 2 months, because I usually find stains before they go in the laundry, pre-treat them, and we're done, and we don't go through that dryer phase, which tends to set things in. So if you would like to have this miracle in your life as well, just follow the link below and get yourself some of this awesome stuff. I'm so glad to share that with all of you. If you want to get your hands on this for yourself, just use the link below and you'll be all set. And of course, contact me with any questions. I'm always here for you. Have a wonderful week, everyone.